NFT, I guess. According
Okay.
to some stuff I saw, OpenSea and some
Mm,
other platform, but I think OpenSea is the most recommended, and it's actually
yeah.
linked up with your Ethereum account.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I heard about before I started, like before I messaged you and stuff like that. I've hearing of how it has value and stuff. I actually understand that they have lots of value, but I really don't get how some of these NFT have these values. Like how come? I don't get. It's just like confusing. Like you buying an NFT or probably someone buying. Like I heard recently, Don Jazzy bought an NFT close to 100 and something thousand. Like how come? How did that NFT get that kind of value?
Okay. So I'm going to explain that to you. So that NFT is called BC, Board APS Club, and it's the biggest NFT in the world. So it's just
Okay.
like asking, who's the biggest footballer in the world, Messi? Just like asking, like, how did Messi get that kind of value, right? Messi
Okay.
is like the greatest footballer in the world. So if anybody wants to like buy Messi, obviously,
Yeah.
they will like put in so much money, or, like invest. You grab that kind of juice, right? But that one's understandable because it's football and it's physical world. But
Yeah.
let me explain the NFT issue. So it's more like anybody that has that NFT now, that person is more like a bad guy. Do you know why?
Okay.
Because okay, do you know? Have you ever been in Lagos and you see somebody like riding a BMW, or the same way in uni you see someone holding an iPhone 13,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You see someone holding an iPhone 13, immediately in your mind you respect that person because you feel like the guy is a bad guy,
Yeah.
he's a rich
But
person,
bad guy.
that
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
thing. So like that's like the idea too. So like the NFT basically anybody that has that, because it is not easy to get it. It is also expensive.
Okay.
It is rare, right?
Okay.
So anybody that has it too, it is considered that person is a bad guy. So like the value from that now is they call it BAC. It's called BAY. So that's Board APS Club. What that means is
Okay.
that the people that have that NFT, they are going to be given access to this yacht club. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you very well.
Yeah, people that have that NFT, they're giving members and they give them access to a yacht club. And the people on that NFT, oh, about me, let me show to my mom. The Wi-Fi is the speaking. Yeah, don't worry, don't worry. So I was saying,
Yeah.
to give them access to like, I mean, there are other benefits, but the major one that I know is like my sister has that NFT too. She like puts in so much of her money to buy the NFT, and the access I know, like
Wow.
if you give them like access to this, what they call that thing, like a yacht club. What that means
Okay.
is, and people that have that base, I know, but Kevin, you know Kevin Hart,
Yes.
you
Yes.
know Kevin Hart, Kevin Hart has
Yes.
that
Yes.
NFT, Nima has that NFT, Logan Paul has that
Wow.
NFT, Daiji has that NFT.
Wow.
Bad guys have that NFT, so it's more like
Wow.
if you buy that, if you have the money, go and buy that
Yeah.
NFT because the value that will come from it is when you go to somewhere like that, yeah, club now, you get to meet some kind of people that their net worth is even like bigger than the amount of money you bought that NFT, you grab. So something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Kylie Jenner one time, it was trending on Twitter one time. She wanted to buy, somebody had that NFT. Kylie Jenner wanted to buy
Okay.
that NFT for, I forgot, I think $1 million, something like that.
Wow.
And the person told Kylie Jenner no. And the person even bought it for like $200K. No. But like the
Imagine.
one the person bought is very rare. It's very rare and very special because they are rarities. Just like there are some designs that are very rare. So if it is rare, it should be more like valuable. So that person
Yeah.
told Kylie
Yeah.
Jenner no, even though the money was much. So to many people they might not like grab like the OG stuff. Why would they just spend that amount of money on something like that?
Yeah. Yeah. That's
But
true.
yeah. But then it is first of he has the money. Second of it's
Yeah.
like a big flex. There are some places that he would enter and he will tell them that he has dialect and they will respect him. The reason
Yeah.
nobody understands it right now is because nobody understands NFT. When everybody
Yeah.
starts understanding NFT, they will start like respecting the same way they respect someone that has an iPhone 13, same way they respect someone that has a BMW, same way they respect someone that is
Yeah.
wearing like a golden chain and golden Rolex. NFT is just like a rich shit that makes him a bad guy, something like that. That's that part of NFTs. So did I
Okay.
explain it very well?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
I get
seeing clap.
everything you said. Yes. So now, like,
Yeah.
I saw one of the video. You said you have, like, when you were advertising Buju's NFT.
I've got
Yeah.
yeah,
You said you
I'm
have
very
your own. You said you have your own NFT.
yes. Yeah.
Okay. So like for yours now, how will I say it again? Like it's actually relating to the
What's
first
the value?
question.
What's the
Yeah.
value
What's the
behind it? And how
value?
someone wants to buy it?
Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
Like now, mine is like different from Beijing. Because if you are buying Beijing now, you're buying Beijing and to make you feel like you're a bad guy. But
Yeah.
if you are, it's not Omegle. This is a call. StreamYard.
Yeah. Good evening.
Watch out for my name, Mia Sadeleke, richest black woman in Africa in the world.
You
Okay.
have to marry. You have to marry a rich man.
No, I don't have. I will be a wealthy woman that will marry a wealthy man.
Wow,
Right?
that's nice.
So can you hear me? So why would someone want to buy my this thing? So
Yeah.
the thing about NFTs are like different things. So that like that base now that I explained to you, that is
Yeah.
more like NFTs for flex. There's some NFTs that is about utility. There's some NFTs that is like investment. So my own falls under investment. So let me give you an example. Imagine
Okay.
the first people that saw Messi play football, right? Okay, there's even a news story about. Please help me close that door. The gen is disturbing me. So there's actually a news story about it. The contract that Messi first signed his first contract. So on a
Okay.
small towel like this because
Okay.
they couldn't like see like paper and like the investor they did not want like Messi to go away so they just signed it on the towel and that towel is in a museum
Wow.
currently where it's signed that this thing
Wow.
is in a museum currently. And I think you paid you, I think you paid you. So I'm sorry, Sammy, I'm hearing you. So that thing is like is in what is in a museum right now. That thing is somewhat like
Yeah.
an NFT, right? So
Yeah.
because right, and imagine like right now, someone bought that like towel and just kept it, and nobody knew whether Messi would blow or not. Someone just bought that thing, right? And now Messi has blown. Do you know
Yeah.
why it's kept in the museum? Because what? It is priceless. You feel me?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
somebody,
I get
anybody
you.
wants to buy something like that, now you're going to pay a lot of money. Not even
You know,
because
there
the
was a
towel is
time.
useful.
Sorry for
Yeah,
cutting you short. You know, there was a
I can
time
hear you. I
Ronaldo
can hear
had to
you.
throw his handband, his captain handband,
Mhm.
back then in
Yeah.
Countryman. Yeah, and that stuff,
Yeah.
I think it was sold for almost 16,000 or 70,000 back then.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
just like, how come? Even my dad was like, why would they buy that stuff? So I had to explain to him recently that this is it, this is it, this is it. And I was like,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
this so you good people.
It's not even able
Okay.
people. Us we would eventually do. So let me give like an example.
Okay.
I'm trying to give like a Nigerian example.
Okay.
Imagine
Yeah.
yes, I mean you want to say something?
Yeah, actually, before I
Yes.
start to get this stuff,
Mm,
I actually told one of my friends, I was like, guy, I think we need to get to know these stuff and stuff like that. Like this NFT is like the next big thing, just what I'm seeing it online everywhere. So I couldn't explain it to him very well. So I actually used
mhm.
one explanation for him. I actually said, like the first tweet I think who tweeted it? I forgot the owner tweeted it. I've forgotten his name. That he
Yes.
actually
Yeah.
sold that stuff. And he actually
Yes.
sold it for it's not 2 point something billion. I can't remember the words
Yes. Yes.
actually.
A lot of money.
So
Yeah.
so I was like, if you can probably get something like that from one of those big artists, like their first post on Instagram and stuff like that, that it can actually be an
Ah.
NFT. So can you
Yes.
imagine
It
this
can.
guy actually went to Davido's page and went back far back to 2010 or
The first
2012
one.
and got
Uh,
his first post? Like he sent
that's
it to me
bad.
recently. I still have the picture. I think I will even ask him again for the picture.
Yeah, it
I was
got
like,
depressing.
me, yeah,
That's mad. So someone like Davido now can put that
yeah,
first post out as an NFT, and it will sell for
yeah,
a lot. It's not even
yeah,
the Igbo that buy it. Be a Nigerian guy that has money that just likes
money,
Davido, he will buy it. Yeah.
yeah,
And why the person will buy? Let's say the person buys for like $1 million. Just
okay,
there, person buys. Davido, I don't know. Possibly, he might win a
yeah,
Grammy one day.
yeah,
The
for
day Davido
sure,
wins a Grammy, many people eyeballs will be on it. Davido's value will increase. People will not say,
yeah,
there's
to
one
skyrocket,
NFT of Davido. All right, then the value of that NFT will increase. It's like that.
increase,
That
wow,
that's like the idea. So that's where my stuff comes in. So my own is even very limited. I'm putting out I think only about 111. I'm currently I have like 22K followers on TikTok. I have like 7K on like Instagram. And like apart from those people, so I have like friends that I know that they don't necessarily
yeah,
believe in like an motivation is, but like they believe that I'm a person that will consistently go, so they want to buy it too. So imagine that kind of like thing now. I put that 111 and I just did it there. And eventually someday I then go to like sell out the ultra arena that I want to sell out. The moment I sell out the ultra arena, like my stock, my value would have increased so much that, and imagine like things like one of the things the NFTs will do is like there's going to come like access, right? Do you
yeah,
understand? Like my people that will have my NFT now. Like next 7 years, you have this call with me and it's nice. I'm happy. I'm grateful, and I hope you grow. So I
yeah,
hope I grow too, and I hope everything works
yeah,
out well. But in the next seven
yeah,
years, the same way you're able to reach me, it will not be easy for. I don't know. You might be able to reach me because we're guys like right now, but many people
yeah,
will be trying to reach you, and it won't be. And part of the things my NFT is giving is those 111 people, till I die, they will forever have access to me whenever they want. Do you understand? So imagine like in the
yeah,
next 7 years, I sell out the O2, right? And maybe
yeah,
one, maybe like Asuza or Shoala or somebody that is sharp big wants to reach you. And the person, me too, I'm big too, but the person at the time is not getting. The person will just come
yeah,
and meet you because you have my the person will not beg you that please sell NFT for you. And you probably bought it for like 10K, 10K naira. Like the person will be willing to pay as much as $1 million just because the person wants
yeah,
to reach you. Because you grab, these are like some of these are kind of the ways, right? So yeah, that's like the concept. It's like to me, let me explain something to you.
yeah,
First off, something that this NFT has helped me do is like all I've had so many dreams before NFT came. And I think that's the thing that NFT has done. Most people that are using NFT, like the BC, Gary V did different, LeBron did top shot, like people are doing Twitter, Jack Dorsey did. People have always had these ideas before, but then when NFTs came, it opened up their eyes to I can actually like chase my dreams earlier. So let me give an example. I've always been vexed that I am good at speaking. To me, I believe like the way I'm good at speaking is almost like the same level that Rema is good at music. I believe that. I
yeah,
believe that, right? Then Rema
yeah,
has gotten Don Jazzy signing. But then there is nobody signing motivational speakers, there's nobody signing authors, there is nobody signing photographers. Do you understand? What
yeah,
NFTs will do is you do not need a Don Jazzy to sign you anymore. Whether you're a musician, a
yeah,
photographer, or a motivational speaker, just show the world that you are good small. And I've shown the world because many people believe I'm good. If you're a musician, show the world you are
yeah,
good small. If you're a photographer, show the world you are good small. If you're an author, show the world you are good small. Just show them small. Then drop
and
out
you
an
get the
NFT for
value
them.
you want.
No NFT. Price it at anything. The people that believe in you say, like, I know this guy is good. I know this guy is going to become big eventually. Let me buy it from
Yeah,
him.
okay,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah. So, I know this guy is good. I know that he will still become great eventually. Let me buy his NFT.
buy it.
So
Yeah.
that's it. People like Messi, people like Ronaldo, like they are meant. I won't be surprised tomorrow Mbappe will drop an NFT. Alan has even dropped an NFT. Messi has an NFT.
Wow,
Suarez has an NFT.
wow.
But then
I think I'm
even
seeing
them, they're
something
also
on Liverpool's story, like
yeah, Liverpool
LFC
too,
heroes.
they are dropping their
They are
NFTs.
dropping
Yes,
their
yes,
NFTs. Yeah,
yes, yes. So, and it's crazy because whenever I talk about these things, obviously, something that made me about this guy, is but whenever I post some things about, people are like, this guy don't come up. I'm like, a club as big as Liverpool, A league as big as the NBA, people as big as Messi are
Yeah.
jumping into it. Nike is jumping it. Adidas, Spotify, biggest
Yes.
brands that have money than us are jumping. You think them they are
Are
stupid
jumping
because
into
they
it.
know what
Yeah.
is coming. They know there's something there. So
Yeah.
so and that's the way it is. As in, it's the same thing for like social media too. Like right now, it is harder to like blow on Instagram. It's easier to blow on TikTok. You feel me? So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
then
Yeah. I get you.
yeah, but then like every single day now, I'm seeing brands coming on TikTok. They're having TikTok account. This same TikTok that before lockdown, everybody was saying like TikTok is a stupid app. They all dance, they all do. But
Yeah.
people
Just
are there
dance and
watching,
nonsense.
and people are there. People will come, and it changed from now. If you go on TikTok, it's not only dance. Now you're seeing so many things. And as far as
Yeah.
people are watching that space, brands will come. So one way to just know whether something is coming that's going to be, the moment you start seeing big brands jumping into a space, so that there's a possibility for you as even an individual to cash out smart.
Yeah.
So that those are some of the things. Let me give you another example of why my NFT makes sense. So
Okay.
now you are on a call, you're asking me a question. You're asking me a
Yeah.
question, and I'm happy I can do this for you. But
Okay.
one of the values, one of the utilities that my NFT will come with is people that buy my NFT, they can ask me any question like this. They can schedule like I'm going to have like within a year, you have like 4 times where you can have 15 minutes call with me. So you can
Yeah.
either ask me a question, you can tell me to shout out, you can and I would prioritize people, not like if another person doesn't have my energy to ask my own kids, I'll buy. But then I'll if you have my energy to ask me, I'll feel like it is my duty to give because I feel like you're like my son
Yeah.
older, you're my square older, you invested in me,
Yes.
that kind of thing. So those are some of
Yeah.
the things, those are some of the things. So I hope it works out, but I know Sha, that's the way I feel. So any other question before I talk about some other things you like?
Um. No much question though. You can continue.
Okay, so my own P now is like so like for you now, what when you are watching all these things, like for me when I started doing my digging of NFTs, like some other as in, some of all this I guess I in my head of my dreams I had before. Almost like I use NFT to do that. Right? It's like when you're watching the videos and doing your research, is there anything that pops in your head and made you feel like I still do this, I feel that what came to your mind or nothing yet?
I think I'm not really a big fan of this gaming stuffs. Like this,
Okay.
those gaming. I'm not a big fan of those games. And actually, on my Instagram story, I normally see stuff like
Yeah.
there's a particular game. I've forgotten the name. So I was like, the idea that I was having is probably I can actually create like a game, something like that, NFT that has to do with games
Uh,
and stuff like that. But I know it's actually going
mm.
to be hard, not really going to be easy though. But still, I just feel like okay,
So
let me get the knowledge
okay.
first and actually let's see what I can
Yes.
do.
Yes. Yes. So like there are things like that. So let me give you an example. So you know I have Buddhist NFT. I have Buddhist
Yeah.
NFT because of I did
Wow.
normally I always like people always ask me like I should monetize, I should like do a sponsorship this thing for them or like I should like influence them. I'm always telling them no. But for the first time I told yes to Buddhist NFT team. They told me to do two posts for them and they'll pay me with an NFT and to buy that NFT is like 80K.
Wow.
So I agreed.
Wow.
So now I have that NFT. I have one, and I'm happy.
That's
It was
mad.
worth it, right? So, but I posted those things. The deal was just for TikTok, so I posted it on TikTok, and that was done. But what I'm saying now is, I'm trying to give an example of how you can do gaming stuff. So, one of the benefits of having that Buddhism NFT, and one of the values, the things that comes with, it, you can have access to like unreleased music. So,
Okay.
do you know Buddhist kilometer? When I day on speed moja kilometer, do you know that song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually not
So
really a
he
big
was
fan.
supposed to but it's fine, no wahala. But then
Okay.
he had done the remix with Zinolisky, right? And he was
Wow.
supposed to drop it like some days back, but something happened. Thing did not work out. But before that time, before even he has not still dropped it now. But there are some
Yeah.
people that ask the NFTs that have heard that on release music. And the idea is, Buju created a game. Look how mad this thing is. Buju
Hmm.
created a game, and in that game, if you complete some particular levels, as you keep passing the levels, the song will be like playing. If you get to the end,
Loading, yeah.
yeah, to get to the end. So first of all, many people like this is just crazy what NFTs will do. One, he has a game, he can make money from them playing games, and people love playing games. It's a fun game. That one is normal. Two, people will want to play the game because they want to like see the end of the music. Three, when they play and they see the end of the music, they want to share it to like their friends. Ah, me, I don't sabi
Yeah.
Buju remix, so you never sabi.
Um,
That kind of, like it will boost the anticipation from people that okay, them too, they want to finally more people want to buy like the NFT. Like it is like a win-win situation. The people that bought the NFTs, they will win because for every time Buju goes, they will win, and the artist sef will win. People will hear more of his music. The people that like that's an example of how gaming can work with NFT. That's just one example,
yeah.
and there are so many examples. If you go to YouTube right now and search NFT and put gaming at the back and watch 7 videos, if we then have a call after you watch those videos, your brain, your mindset about NFTs and gaming will be madder than crazy. So you just have to do research. There are ways to do it. There's going to be a way. If you do your research, are you a programmer? Do you make games or what? Why did gaming come to your head?
I actually don't make games. Like I really don't have idea over those stuff. I'm not even a big fan of
Okay.
gaming. I don't play games. But I don't know why
Yeah, yeah,
actually why
yeah.
it came to my head. I really don't know why.
It could actually work. Normal. You don't even need to like game or play game. But if you have the ideas, at least you will be able to like put it out in a way that you can get the people that will help you to do it, and you even still make out like most of the money. It's possible. The the benefits that we are, because like now 99% of the world don't still know about NFTs. So like we're early, right?
Yes, like
And the benefit of that is that if we if we do our research ASAP, it will help us. 'Cause, like there are different ways you can leverage it. Like for me now as a creator, I can create my own NFT and make, right. Some other people their own they'll just be buying like NFTs of small people, small. Like I know someone that is just into trading. He just like buys NFT, watches out, buys it, and he's not going to waste time. He's not consigning. After he buys it, after like 2 days, he'll just sell it for a higher price, cash out his money. But he's cashing out a lot because he's doing it for so many projects. Do you understand? That's another
yeah,
perspective. For other people, it is a way for them to support the people they believe in. For other people, like you now, something you can do is you can learn NFTs very well, understand it so much, and like literally start making videos teaching people about NFTs. If you literally just do only that, learn, understand, and be teaching, people will start looking at you as like an NFT influencer. Like me, I
okay.
don't know much about NFTs, but little I know, so you think I'm an NFT influencer already. Like there are people in
Yeah,
my DMs that just message me and ask me that they want me to be part of their NFT project. Me, I don't know anything yet. They want me to be part of their NFT project because I post about NFTs, because I talk about most my own, because I add some deal with British NFT. So that kind of thing, and that's just because of me. I did research. The reason, like normally British NFT will have not reached out to me if I did not do research. It's because I did research.
yeah, that's true.
Then and normally I'm good in my TikTok aspects. Okay. So feel that's just one benefit of me just doing research, and I've gotten my first deal 80K just like that. So I don't know, but then that's what I'm thinking about. That's some of the things I'm thinking about.
Like you said something, like you said you know somebody
What?
who actually buys and sell
Yeah,
like
yeah,
NFT. I don't know. I don't know how to put this
yeah.
question, but let me think. Let me just think about it. Like, if you actually buys your NFT, that particular person, if you buys your
Mm,
NFT, like you said, like you know somebody who buys and sell now, like who do like he buys an NFT like
mm,
let's say in 2 days time and he's going to sell.
mm,
Okay,
mm.
so actually when
So
he buy your
yeah.
NFT,
Oh,
so when he buys your NFT,
okay.
how
So
come is going to sell
yeah,
it like
let
higher rate?
let me
Okay,
let me explain. So it is that one is demand and supply. So people that buy and sell NFTs, some people buy for like long term, and some people buy for short term. So like for me now, my British NFT, I do not plan on ever like selling it until like maybe I might never sell it forever. I
Okay.
might keep it. But if I need money, I might sell it like next 7 years. The value would actually increase because I know Buju will surely keep going. So that's long term. Do you understand?
Yeah.
If you buy
Yeah.
my NFT and wait till I sell out the Ultra Arena, that is long term. But now, let me give you an
Okay.
example of short
Yeah.
term. Let me give you an example of short term.
Okay.
You can buy my
Chai.
NFT. When I drop my NFT, I say I'm dropping
My phone is
111.
about to
You can
go
buy
off.
it right now.
Oh. Hello.
Oh shit.
Chai.
I can
And I'm
hear you.
actually charging, but it's actually not. I don't know.
It is discharging.
It's discharging. I don't know why. That's 0%.
Anyhow, let's just keep going on flow. Let me just explain how that person, the person is that guy that said buy and he'll buy my NFT and he'll just wait for it to sell out because 111 to finish faster. After he does that, there are some people that would have been trying to get my NFT, but maybe because of technical difficulties or are you still here or you gone? And like they am spin no jack kilometer. Don't play your show, kilo 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 kilo. Kilo kilo kilo. See, it's fundamental. But you guys get the gist. Some people buy my NFTs from, and they just wait for it to like be done. But for me to just sell that, and some I'll wait for like 2 more days. There are people that will come and Mo, I don't know, I was not online, or Mo, I did not have money that time, or Mo, I was trying to log in my MetaMask, it did not work. Or Mo. Some people always have problems and they did not get it, just like black market. So then that guy will now be like, okay, since you not seeing Mo's NFT to buy from Mo, you can buy it from me. I bought Mo's own for 10K, but I am selling it for 15K. If you have the money, and people will buy it. Who will buy it? Because the 5K difference is small compared to them missing out on not having Mo's NFT at all. That's some of the gist. I hope you guys go on and later go do your research about NFTs. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, send me a DM. And I love you. Bye bye.